Welcome everybody to this new session of Alicia's Word. For if you haven't guessed yet, I'm Alicia and this is my ministry. Via this ministry, I'm sharing the words Papa gave to me to talk to you about. And I'm so very, very grateful for every single one of you that is taking their time out to view these messages I'm recording. And today I have a message also, and I cannot wait to share this with you. But I want to say hi to every recurring viewers. Hi, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for always making time, of taking your time out to watch the content I produce. I'm so very grateful for you. And I want to say hi to all the new guests, all the new viewers. Thank you for taking your time out to listen to what Papa is doing via my ministry. I'm grateful for all of you, and I'm grateful for Papa that he's using me to share whatever he wants me to share. So I want to start off with a little message today, and the message is self-care is mandatory. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back that didn't hear me the first time. Self-care is mandatory. And now you're going to ask me, what do you mean by self-care? And I'm going to give you an example. And I'm going to give an example from the point of view of a married mother. But it can be from every point of view. So it doesn't, when I'm talking about as a wife and a mother, I'm not saying that when you're a single woman or single dad that works 2 or 3 jobs, it doesn't apply to you. It applies to every single one of us. But I'm going to keep it close to home and talk about something I can relate to, because that's how you get the real stories. You get, you know what I mean? So, okay. Self-care and self-love, obviously, is mandatory. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give you an example, what I said regarding my own life. I'm married. I'm a mother of 2 beautiful sons. And I'm so grateful for them because they are really a present from Papa God. I need to talk to you about that. I'm going to give that testimony one day. And this is not the moment. But I'm so grateful for them. But they make sure my schedule is always full. They keep me booked to the max, my husband and my 2 sons. So between them going to school, running the household, having my ministry, having my own small business from home, being a wife, because that's also an important part of my being. I'm also a wife. They both play sports intensively. They play different sports. So my schedule is booked to the max because I'm always going from there to there to there to there. I'm always busy. Yeah? The problem that could arise, and sometimes it tries to arise in my life, is that we as people, we don't take good care of ourselves because we are so busy and focused on taking care of our loved ones. We're so busy and focused on making sure that, in my case, my sons and my husband are good, that I forget to take care of myself. So that's a little thing that happened to me, and I don't want to admit that I messed up. It's such a big way to say it, but I kind of messed up. I'm taking care of everybody. For example, we come home from school every day. We have dinner at 3:30. Yeah, that's really early. But we have dinner so that we can go to sports. And that's 6 days a week. Yeah? I make sure I fix a healthy meal for the boys and my husband. We eat it. And then we have to leave the house and go to sports. Okay? When we come home, they need to eat something, obviously. But it's bedtime by the time we come home. So they need to eat something that is quick and easy to digest So I need to make sure that that is ready. Okay, and this repeats itself during weekdays, 4 days a week. And then in the weekend, we have game days. So we are always on the move, always on the move. And it's not only fixing the meals, it's making that sure everybody comes on time. Something I tend to forget is the laundry. If I tell you how much laundry I have, you would not believe me. Oh, mothers, I know you believe me. I know that. I know you do believe me. But I need to keep all the dirty clothes. I need to wash them. I need to keep everything clean. But washing is not the issue, because I'm not doing the washing by hand like my grandmother used to did. I'm putting it in the washer and, but you need to take it out. You need to make sure it dries. The sports outfits, they can go in the dryer. So you need to hang them, and then you need to fold everything. You know how much time it takes. So my point is, I'm running all week long, 7 days a week, because the one weekday that they don't have any activities, they still go to school, and we still need to do things, inside the house, but outside of the house. So we're always busy. What is the problem that occurred? I had a fatigue for maybe 3-4 weeks. And when the fatigue sneaks in, I'm not the nicest person. I'm just saying it. You heard? I didn't say it that loud, but I'm going to say it louder now. When I'm tired, I'm not the nicest person. So the fatigue was sneaking in, and it altered my mood. And I know that's not from Papa God. So I need to take a step back, but I'm going to go to that, make a point about that. So the fatigue sneaked in. I was tired. I was overworked. Yeah, because handling all the balls, I always give the example of a juggler. Like, how do I explain it to you? We are not in a circus. We are not clowns. So we are not supposed to juggle. What is the point I'm making? You have one ball, that's your children. Then you have another ball, that's your partner. Then you have another ball, that's your how do you call that? Your household. Then it's your, in my case, my ministry. Then it's my business. Then it's a sport. One son plays this sport, the other plays that sport. Every ball, every activity you participate in is a ball. And we are juggling all these balls. We are juggling, but we're not in a circus of acrobat. I said clown, but acrobat. We're not acrobats. So it's kind of hard to juggle them all. And when you hit fatigue, it happens that you drop balls. And that is what happened to me again. I don't even want to say it, but I'm so I don't know how to say it. I wish I stopped it earlier, but okay. So sometimes you drop balls. In this case, I dropped my mood. So I kept juggling all the balls, but my mood changed, and I wasn't the nicest person. So what did I have to do? It was just as simple as that. Take some rest. But I do not have time to take rest, because that does not fit in my schedule. I told you about my busy schedule. My schedule is tight. So I don't have any time to fit in any rest. So I had to learn the hard way again. And I kept going until we hit rock bottom, that I didn't even finish a sentence towards one of my family members without yelling. And I wasn't yelling because I was mad at them. I wasn't yelling because there was something the matter. I was just mad yelling because I was so tired, and it cost me so much energy to speak. And all of a sudden, my youngest son, who's 9, by the way, asked me, "Mom, how come you keep yelling? These last couple of days, everything you say it while yelling." And I was like, "Oh, do I?" And he was like, "Yes, Mom, you keep yelling. Why are you yelling? Did I do something wrong?" And I was like, "Oh no, baby, you did not do anything wrong. I don't know why I'm yelling. because I really don't know why I know why I was yelling, but there was no grounds for me yelling. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to do better. I'm so sorry. And then we came to the point that my husband and I, we had a conversation, and he said, like, you really need to take your rest for now. You really need to take some rest. And so it sounds so simple, and sometimes it feels like the world is going to come to an end at the moment that you put aside all the balls you are juggling. But I'm going to tell you the truth today. The world will not come to an end when you decide to take a day off. You know, because we're all still here. My sons and my husband are still, all three of them are still fine. They're doing good. The world will proceed to exist the way it is, even if you take your rest. So I had to put all the balls down and I had to take my rest. So that's what I did. I took a little rest. But here comes the sneaky part. You know, we all plead the blood of Jesus over our loved ones, over our children. You know, we know by his stripes, Jesus, we are healed. Yeah? So we don't have to accept certain things in our lives like poverty, disease, just fill in whatever comes to mind. But this is what I want to make a point about. So me and my children, we don't do, me and my household, we don't do sickness. I know sickness tries to sneak in every now and then, but we don't accept it. And I was finally well rested. And you know what happened? How the enemy tries to deceive you. My youngest son, during the night, I was already asleep. I go to bed at a fair time because I wake up really early. And I was laying in the bed and my youngest son screamed, "Help!" But he screamed, first of all, he screamed really loud. And second of all, he screamed, it went through, how do you say that? All my whole being. And you know, I was asleep. And I just woke up, I flew down the stairs and I went to his room and he was boiling up. So he had a fever. So I took him upstairs and I laid him next to me and I asked him, "What is the matter? Why did you scream help?" He said, "I don't know. I didn't scream help." But the boy did. Let me tell you, the boy did. He screamed from the top of his lungs. And I'm so grateful his brother didn't wake up. But my husband and I, we were awake. We were wide awake. We were like, okay. You know, when something startles you that much that I had to get a bucket because I felt felt like throwing up. I felt my stomach just turned. Okay, so this boy, this is my active sleeper. That's the nicest way to say it. I'm not that keen on him sleeping next to me because I'm telling you, how you say that? You always see the images on social media of children with their foot in your mouth, their foot in your nose. That's him. That's him. So he kept me up all night. Then he was laying on the end of the bed. Then he was laying at the head. Oh my God, he was everywhere. And he kept me up all night. So the thing is, he woke up the next morning and there was nothing the matter. There was no, because how do you say that? We bound the fever, everything. So when he woke up the next morning, he was fine. And my husband, he was fine too, because he slept, that's how he does. He slept on the other side of the bed. He was fine. But the baby, you know, children, they tend to go to their moms when they don't feel like they don't feel well. So he was on my side of the bed and he was fine. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is not okay. So I finally took my rest and I finally decided to take rest, and I finally found rest, and I finally had a little peace. And this happened. So that's how the enemy tries to play with it. But I had stuff to do the next day. So I kept the baby home because I wasn't sure if he was well rested, but he was well rested. We had a conversation about it. I asked him, why did you scream help? He was like, I really don't know. Maybe my nose was clogged. He doesn't know. He really doesn't know. But okay, the enemy used that situation to distract me again. But I had so much stuff to do the next day. And I was like, how am I going to deliver all of this? And my husband just stepped in and he was like, no, you're going to let those balls, your juggling balls, rest another day. And you're going to take your rest. So what did I do? I lay down in bed. I find this really hard. I don't mind taking a nap on the couch or something, like for 10 minutes or something, if I really need it. But I don't like laying down in bed. But I really had to lay down in bed this time. And I slept. I can't put it any other way. I slept like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. And the moment I stood up, I felt born again. And I'm saying so much. I'm giving you so much details, but I'm trying to make a point. The earth is still revolving. Nothing ended. Nothing stopped. We are all okay. I'm okay. You're okay. My family is okay. Even though I took a minute and I slept during the day. So in my case, I was sleep deprived. So maybe in your case, it's something else. It's you are. I'm not coming up with an example. I'm trying to make it up. I can't, so I'm not gonna do it. But you can go through your own situation. You know what you need. My point is, take your time out and get what you need. Take your time and invest in yourself. That's the point I'm trying to make, because this was a really big example. Invest in yourself. You cannot always invest in other people. You need to invest in you. I'm going to give you this really important example. When flying, right? When you're on a plane, the attendants advise you, when something occurs, put on your own oxygen mask first. Right? Put on your own oxygen mask first before you help your children, before you help anybody else. Because you cannot be of any service to the people that are in need of your help, in this case, your children, while traveling with your children, if you are not taking good care of yourself. So if you don't put on the mask on yourself first, but on the child first, maybe you will pass out and you will never be able be able to help them again. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to take care of yourself first before you take care of all the other people around you. Because we as people, especially moms, but I don't want to limit it to moms, because it's also dads, it's everybody. We tend to take care of everything and everybody else before we take care of ourselves. But the results are not going to be good. Otherwise, you're going to be like me. Everything you say is in a yelling manner. It doesn't work. At that point, everybody is losing. And I told you I was yelling. I was hollering the whole time. And in that case, not only I'm losing, but also my loved ones were losing. So be really mindful. Put on your own oxygen mask first. Take care of yourself first. Self-care is mandatory, not only for you to keep your sanity, but also for the people around you, for the people you bear responsibility for. So I hope I inspired somebody. This is a word. Take this to heart. It's so necessary. It is so necessary to take this to heart, and you need just to take this, keep it close to you, and run with it. It's so important. So I hope I could bless somebody. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video. You can press like underneath this video. You can find different links under this video to my social media platforms. For example, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can follow me on there. I'm trying to build threads. I'm not there yet. If this message wasn't for you, I hardly can believe this message wasn't for you, but okay, because it's for everybody. Share this in your network. You know, you can always bless somebody else with this message. I believe people really need this message. And go to my website, aliciasword.com, to read my blogs. And I cannot wait to see you next time. Have a blessed day.